Hello, beautiful people. Maria's here. I want to come and talk to you guys today. How are your day today? How was your day? I hope you guys had a great day. My day was great. I want to come and encourage you guys today. Just bring some positive encouragement to get you through your weekend and through your week next week. So this week was a little testing for me. What I mean by that is I would say Tuesday, Wednesday, I was doubting myself. I was just like doubting. God gave me a message to speak, and it's the message I'm speaking today. But I was doubting myself. And I was talking to God Tuesday night about, no, I said Wednesday morning about 2 a.m. in the morning. And I was talking to God, and I was like, God, no, it was Tuesday at 2 a.m. in the morning. Talking to God, and I was like, God, but I don't have a job, you know. And me being 36, I don't work. And I went to school to be an early childhood education teacher. That's not something I'm passionate about doing anymore. I want to teach, but not the babies. I want to teach kids about God. I want to teach them all about God. I'm a Sunday school teacher. I teach kids in children's church downstairs in my church. But I'm passionate about doing that. But I've had an opportunity to come to me to teach in a daycare, and I talked to God about it, if I always do, and He told me no. And I'm like, okay, all right, you said no, I'll go with that. And then now I'm at this point, I'm just like, God, I'm just letting the enemy creep in. And I'm just like, God, but I don't have a job. As people say, oh, you're 36, you should be working. You're 30, you should be doing something. A man asked me, he's like, what, do you work? And I was like, no, I work, I do God's work out my YouTube channel. And he's like, well, yeah, when I was young, I used to always work. I had my own money. And I'm just like, and that, I'm just like, well, when God's ready for me to work, I'll work. But now I'm at this point where I'm just like doubting myself. And it's like, come on, what's going on? And it's just like I'm allowing the enemy to come in, and I'm just doubting myself. And I was talking to God, I was like, God, but I don't have a job. And he was like, hold on, baby girl. You have the most important job there is. You're doing the work for my kingdom. And I was like, yeah. And I just started crying. Tears started to flow. And I was like, yeah, God, you're right. You know, He had to point that out. He said, don't doubt me and don't doubt yourself. And I was just like, yeah. And if this is like you, if you are doing God's work, whether you're a pastor, no pastor, children's pastor, youth pastor, whether you work in a church, whether you're an evangelist, whether you just want to spread God's love and you're doing it, and you're working for God and you're doing God's work, and just like God, and God has put you in a season where you're not working. You're just like, but God, I want to work. And you're like, well, you are working. You have the most important job there is. You're doing the work for my kingdom. That's your most important job. And He had to break that. I'm just like, you're right. You know, as it says in Jeremiah 29:11, for I know the plan I have for you, declared the Lord. Plan to prosper you, not to harm you. Plan to give you a hope and a future. So if He knows our plan, He knows our purpose, our destiny, our plan. So we can't doubt ourselves. We have to surround ourselves around people who are positive, who gonna lift us up. We should have that circle of friends who are positive and encouragement. So when we're feeling down and we're praying to God, God put on their mind to call us and say, hey, I was praying or I was talking and you just came on my mind. So you all right? You're good. Man, do you need something? No, I'm good. I'm gonna stop by. I'll be over there. Or they just pop up and you just like, you know what? I'm glad you came. I really needed that today. Or they're just like, I'm gonna pray with you. And you're just like, okay, God put these people in our lives for a reason. Sometimes we do have some negative people, but we get some good friends who will pray with us, who are positive and encourage us, and we pour into them, they pour into us. That'll keep us from being so doubtful or so down. And when those tests come, because God showed enough test me this week, I must say. And when those tests came, He put this message on my heart on Wednesday, and I was in the midst of my doubting just to see, okay, is she going to do this? Even though she's doubting herself, is she going to do this and know that she's good enough to do it? And here I am today because I know there's some people who need to hear this, you know? But then also know, we got to know that, yes, God may have set us in a season where we're not working, but God has us right where He wants us to be. Because in that season, He's gonna mold us. He's gonna shape us. He's gonna change some stuff. He's gonna build some stuff in us. He's gonna move some stuff out of the way, and He opening up some doors for us. So we may not see what's going on, but He knows what's going on. We can't see what's going on, but He knows what's going on. So we have to more or less be patient, faithful, trust in God, and don't doubt Him. You know, we can't doubt ourselves. We can't doubt God, and we can't doubt ourselves. And I can say this test I was tested with, it was a little, because when you surround yourself around good friends, you can call somebody and say, hey, I just, I need to talk to somebody. So those people for me is my mom. She'll tell me, she's like, Maria, nope, you need to let that go and give that to God. That's, let it go, forgive, and give that to God. She'll tell me that in a minute, And then I'll call my dad, and he'll, he's a pastor himself, so he'll talk to me and encourage me as well. I talked to him and his wife on Wednesday, and she was telling me to, just be encouraged. She told me that God has me exactly where He wants me to be, and she's right. He does. When you feel doubtful, you feel down or anything, just know God has you where He wants you to be. And in that season, He gonna change some things, And then I go to my Aunt Darlette. She's like a prayer warrior. My Auntie Darlette, she's a prayer warrior to me. She's very prayerful. She prays, and she prays. When a baby's born, she prays. If someone's sick, and even I think every day she's probably praying. But I know that if any time I'm in trouble, if I call on her. I know she pray for me, And then there's my sisters, My sister Tawana, who's my oldest sister, always calls me an evangelist. And she's like, you're an evangelist, Maria. I'm like, I'm not an evangelist. I'm just doing God's word. And she said, well, that makes you an evangelist. So, but if you feel down and you're doubting yourself, just know God got you. And know that you're doing the important job that God has for you to do. And in that season, He has you to sit down. He's telling you, okay, I'm sitting you down now. Enjoy that, because when I get you ready for where I want you to go, you're going to be too busy to sit down. So just think about that. I'm sitting you down now to continue to do my will and my work. And you're not working physically. You're not getting every 2-week paycheck, but you're working for my kingdom. You're working for me. And that's the most important job you could ever have. To work for Jesus. To work for, oh, Lord. That is the most important job you could ever have. So don't doubt yourself and don't doubt Him. He got you. And I learned that this week. So I want to share that with you guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed the rest of your day and your weekend. I know more days on Monday, Independence Day is on Monday. So I hope you guys stay safe and eat lots of food. Stay safe from the fireworks. Eat lots of food. Have fun and love on much as you can on your family. I love you, beautiful people. Always remember, you're not following me. You're following Christ. If you like this message or love this message, if you want to hear more messages like this, hit the subscribe button below. If you have any questions for me to ask me or anything, leave me a message below and I can respond to them. I can answer your questions. If you want to be saved and you want to give your life to Christ, or you just want to go back to church, or just start going back to church and just join a good church. I have a good church you can join. If you're in Chicago area, my church is on 94th 40 South Vincennes. It's Oakdale Covenant Church. And if you like to go to church with me this Sunday, leave me a message below and I'll leave your phone number where you can call me and we'll talk more about details about church. But if you want to give your life to Christ, you just want to let go burdens and let go, drama and how the strains of this the life has on you, just leave a message below and I'll leave your phone number where we can talk more about the decisions you just made. I want to thank you, beautiful people, for listening to me, listen to my message. Always remember, don't doubt yourself. God got you, and don't doubt him.